News Channel 18 this morning. News from where you live.
Welcome back to Casual Friday. We're coming to you live today from the Northside Music Company, where we are taking a look inside of a piano, and I'm joined by Milo Mills, who's going to tell us how to tune a piano. Now, I remember growing up seeing, the guy come and tune everything up, and it is a tedious process.
It takes time. There's over 250 strings, pins. These pins have to be adjusted one at a time. And with modern equipment, it takes about an hour. So you sit there and one at a time, adjust each one. And they need adjusted because, as he mentioned over there, they have 150 or 160 pounds of tension on every string. 250 strings added up, it's a lot of tension. And the strings stretch real slowly. And so really all I do when I tune a piano is I compensate for the string stretching. And the trick is when they engineer the piano, they design it so that the strings are right up close to the breaking point. They get the most sound, the most energy out of the string at that point. But if you let it go without tuning for a while, and then I come to tune it, I have to yank them up a whole bunch. I have to increase the tension. And if you're going to break a string, that's the most likely time to break a string, is when I, and pull right up on it and increase the tension. So the trick to keeping them from damaging themselves is just tuning them once a year. So I'm just moving in little teeny increments and not stressing the strings. Now,
you are actually using a piece of equipment here to tune, but then some people might remember this, the tuning fork. I kind of forgotten about that. But can you show us maybe a couple notes and how you actually do it?
Tune a note here. Really what it does is it just gives me a readout. So this one says that my string is too high, the pitch is too high, and I'm going to pull the note down and the little circle comes down in the middle. But I've had lots of different tuning machines. They all do the same type of thing. They give you a reading that says you're too high or you're too low, and I have to adjust the strings up and down, one at a time, all the way through.
And it is, I just can't believe it. It's like just even the slightest little adjustment there makes a big difference, and he was cringing with every note that was flat.
Well, right here, I've tuned this.
Beautiful.
And up here, it's terrible.
At least I can hear
that drives me crazy.
All right. Well, we'll come back after the break and have a whole lot more from the Northside Music Company. But first, Ticket Trivia. We'll be right back.
It is Casual Friday. Laura Kirtley is live with the Lafayette Northside Music Company this morning. She's been giving us an education all morning long. Good morning to you, Laura.
Yes, we're chatting away about pianos. We didn't even know that we were on. Here we go. Okay, we're going to take a look at two different pianos here from very different time periods, and Milo's going to kind of show us. This is a real classic, a real antique. 1870. About this was built.
This is a piano that was built before the revolution, I guess, before pianos settled on their current design. So it has less tension on the frame. It's a different shape, obviously. This is the type of thing you see in old movies, or
Oh yeah,
but
Sense and Sensibility.
There you go, Jane Austen. And this is a customer's piano, and we've restored the whole thing, so it's waiting actually to go back to their house, and they're in the middle of construction. But so from this, in just a 10-15 years time span, this type of piano over here became the norm, and it is today. And it is more tension on the scale. It's a different shape, obviously. It conducts sound differently, brighter, really.
That's beautiful. That is true. It's a different sound. It's like, I think John was describing this, a more romantic feel to it.
Yeah.
And that's just because the design changed?
Because of the design. The soundboard, because of the shape, doesn't conduct sound as well. And with the lower tension, you don't have as bright of strings. Steinway is one of the companies that is famous today for good pianos who came up with the high tension, this design of piano. And that's kind of one of the things that made them jump out ahead.
And you were saying that this, you have restored it here so that it can be played, but this is a rarity, this sort of piano.
There's not very many of them around anymore, and very few of them are in restored playable condition. They have one across the street at the museum, but you can't use it.
Okay. Well, coming up, we're going to take a look at an organ that's in here as well. But for people who want to have their pianos restored, it is a time-consuming process, and also there are just very few folks like yourself that do this. So
There's not a lot around. And we enjoy it. It's fun. We start all this with estimates and coming out to people's houses and talking to them. But you can take almost any old piano and make it brand new again.
Okay. All right. We have more from an organ coming up. See, there's so much going on here you maybe didn't even know about. Send it back to you guys.
A whole treasure trove, Laura.
Yes, it is.
We thank you very much. Coming up, Sarah McKinnon's complete weather forecast. But first, here's your final look at ticket trivia. Didn't hit that key, I don't think, when Milo was playing. But what is the highest note on a standard piano? Is it the C, the D sharp, the A, or the B flat? Ticket.
Watching News Channel 18 this morning. News from where you live.
Okay, welcome back to Casual Friday. Final segment here from the Northside Music Company. Mom's going to be so proud. I'm playing on the organ here. There's even an organ inside of this shop. This is so cool. Where's this from?
It came from Kentland. It's a nice old organ, 1884. And it's a nice organ, so we thought we'd put it in here and restore it someday, but we really haven't done much with it. It's been sitting here for years.
Well, you know, I was playing earlier.
You're good. You're good.
So what is it that makes the sound? Because it's very different in organ. It's very different from a piano. It's got
This is a pipe organ. Northside Music takes care of approximately 40 pipe organs in central Indiana. We've done that for years. We have an electronics department and a pipe organ department here. This is one note out of a pipe organ. And the pipe organ basically, it just simply uses this. They make these notes out of different materials to get different sounds. And if I blow on it,
that's
I get
distinct.
a sound. So if I put hundreds of these together, I can make an organ. Now there are different kinds of organs. This early organ, of course, was before electricity. So we have a noisy blower on this right now, but in fact this was hand pumped. Not by the organist. It's too much work, too much air. We've got to put it in the next room and have somebody able to do it in there.
Okay, I'm going to move off the bench here because as much practice as I got.
One of the hardest things to understand about this organ is it has 10 ranks, 10 sets of pipes. Newer pipe organs tend to cheat a little bit and say they have more ranks when some of them aren't complete. This one, when I say 10 ranks, I mean a pipe for each key.
Okay.
10 different pipes I can turn on for each key.
Okay, let's
all
do
the way
something
through the organ.
real quick.
The softest organ would be up here.
Okay.
The heavier organ would be down here with these open pipes.
Okay. All right, that's great. We've had a great time here at Northside Music Company. Thanks for sticking with us for Casual Friday. Send it back to you guys.
Laura, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Good tunes this morning.
Not bad at all.
Weather forecast, not bad at all either.
No, it's not. That temperature is falling, though, so expect it to be right around the 40s throughout most of the day today after already reaching our high of 60 degrees.
Yep. Your early show is coming up next. We'll see you at 7:25 for more news and also weather from where you live. Let's go back one more time to the Northside Music Company in Lafayette. They're going to play us out, as they say. We'll see you on Monday.